Time. I believe we have a little bit of a technical difficulty where there was sound not coming through. So I'm gonna reset and bring it back to the start for you guys. So we'll take that from the top now that we have audio going. Yep. Thank you, Loomis. Shit, he's back. Yeah, I'm back now. So as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by no sound, we have our next installment of the 1v1 pit today. It is our 1v1 tournament, the Gladiator Arena, and three matches of varying degrees of difficulty. As mentioned before, first up in today's lineup is Oedi versus Simuality. Both are currently looking at one elimination so far in the standings, which means it is do or die time for both of these players. Whoever loses here is kicked out of the pit. Whoever wins gets to fight another day. So we'll be interested to see that one coming up first. Next in the lineup is a matchup of Caden versus Egg. This one you are not going to want to miss. It is a high level 1v1, both currently sitting on one win each in round one. And followed that by Caped Baldy and Pineappler, another set of winners from the previous round. So nobody else is being eliminated today, but who is going to be sent down to the losers bracket and who will go on to the finals of the winners bracket in further rounds? That is the question of the day. I just want to remind everyone here that as you are watching, this is the Old Farts Network. We are the oldest old fogies, get off my lawn people on the internet, and we're happy to bring you the entertainment of the lifetime as you watch Rocket League players who just don't know how to click buttons anymore. If you are interested in getting involved, if you're new to our Twitch stream and you haven't seen our Discord, please hang out with us, discord.gg/RLOldFarts. And if you've been a long-time veteran of these streams and you finally want to get involved, please join us on the Twitch team. Hit me up directly. My name is Riffraff. Or you can reach out to any of the production team members that you meet in private matches, in chat, so on. Get involved. The more people we have, the better. Also, if you want to get updates on our streams and our upcoming events, we have a number of things in the works. Follow us on Twitter at RLOldFarts, as well as, I think, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Rocket League Old Farts, and you'll see all of the stuff we got going on, which includes upcoming this next weekend, Saturday, October 22nd at 2 p.m. is the draft for Season 8. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. It is going to be epic. It is an entirely revamp of the themes. I'm not giving anything away. You're just going to have to watch to see, but it's going to be a blast. But enough of what's coming up. Let's talk about what's happening today. I'm very excited to introduce our casting team and let them take over for the rest of this first matchup. So, Mike, the support, and Egomaniacal, thank you both for being here. The call is yours.
Or afternoon, of course, if you're from the States, is going to be already versus Simuality. I think that's going to be a pretty good matchup. Both players have already played on stream before, so we already have a bit of a taste of what they're both capable of. And with that said, it is, of course, do or die. So either team is going to have to make, or sorry, either player is going to have to make sure that they pull through today, because otherwise they are straight out of the pit and going back home. What do you think about this one, Ego?
Well, having seen Similarity play before, I can say that he's fair contender for the match today. I haven't really played with Oedi much, but from the predictions themselves, it seems that people are really hyped in order to get him going today, and they really don't want him to lose this match. So I'd say that Oedi's probably going to fight for his place as the seems to be prediction winner here, and we're going to probably see a good matchup today, knowing what Simuality has to bring to the table.
Yep, I definitely have to agree with Twitch chat. I swear I'm not a show, guys. I'm not here for the channel points. I do think that what we saw on streams in both players, that Simuality just has a little bit more of a solidified game plan, and I think that he's going to pull through 2-0 today.
All right. Well, I believe I will opposite you on that, as I have my votes on Owedi, as he is very bit higher in rankings for his both twos and threes. So we'll see what he pulls out with today.
Yep. I think with that said, we're probably not going to beat around the bush for much longer because I think everyone wants to see blood on the field. They want to see the people sent to the line. So I think with that said, we're going to go straight into the matchup. First match of the evening. It's going to be a pretty exciting one, I think. Keep in mind, best of three, 2 games secure yourself to the next round, but of course you don't have this just yet.
Absolutely.
Already off to the start on the race. And see both players not opting to flip on the kickoff. That's looking pretty good for the side of Simuality, though. Gets on the right side of the ball, does get boost control. You know, he doesn't try to get a block there. Does cover the net, but he's still going to get a pretty bad switch for the time being. It does have a bit of an opening. Doesn't see what his opponent's going to be doing, so I think does have a chance to challenge it. Great challenge going to come through. Recovery, though, not going to give the open net just yet. Going to want to take it into the corner. Bounce straight out. He doesn't see the shot for the ball left. A great counter coming into Simuality. Going to have to set up a very opportunity hit. Get the center. Going to rough right, but he's just going to undershoot it a tiny bit. Simuality out for blood already, and we're just 30 seconds in. Flick potential coming through. Great block coming in for Lady.
That was indeed quite a great block from him, although Simuality missing the ball there on the mid post rotation. It seems that he's trying to control it more often than Owedi is. Owedi seems to be giving away the ball, flicks it over, can't quite make the shot though. And Simuality yet again taking control into the corner. Owedi getting a good block and takeaway from him. Has no boost here going into Simuality's side. Good block from Simuality rotating back around. Weddy keeping good control of this into Simuality's side, opting to take it to the corner. Pretty good here. Trying to get it over him. Will he get it past? No. Simuality with a great save there coming out from his net and taking it deep into Weddy's territory, and yet it bounces right back. Good stuff here from both sides of the pitch here, coming in to defend their nets and really trying to get one on the board.
This challenge looking really good for Lady there. Unfortunately, not able to get the actual tackle to secure the goal. Going to be high and offered though with 4 boosts. It's looking a little bit ambitious, but it does get this much past Simuality. Simuality though with a great recovery. And with the reset for the time being. And if that is passed, I think that might be just straight in on the bottom right as Simuality takes the first one.
Really nice there just to get it past him over Weddy, and he wasn't able really to react in time. That was just a really nice roll in, able to make that first point on the board for Simuality. Looking like he is going to have to try, Weddy's going to try a little bit harder in order to make this a tie with 3 minutes left into the match.
Yeah, I think both players are trading blow for blow quite well. I think Simuality is just getting a little bit of the edge on the ball control aspect of the game. The ball control does get a free ball presented, and Already will be the one to take the lead. Back in an offered position, was almost flushing out this before. Will be with an offered ball to take for the time being. But decided to tap it in field. Already with a great interceptor, intercept into your net. Good stuff coming in.
That was a very fast and well-placed flick there coming out from Weddy, and Simuality getting the demo but can't quite make it in time as Weddy makes it even going into the another kickoff here with 2:42 left on the clock. That's a good opportunity for Weddy, but will he make the best of it? It doesn't seem he can get there in time. Simuality able to hit it off of his back wall, and Weddy having trouble controlling it here. Simuality hitting it deep into Weddy's territory. Is he able to clutch up? No, he own goals into his own net. Oh my!
That was very unfortunate. I mean, his efficiency Simuality was absolutely fantastic. Just a boost control off this, but then just a little bit too sharp on the near post. Unfortunately, sending a little hit. And that's going to be a pretty tough one. Gonna have to see though. Looking pretty rough to say the least. But that's not
Good save by Simuality there. Weddy almost able to get it to his far right side, but not quite. Simuality trying to do something fancy there. Can't quite hold it, but Weddy trying to take control of the ball here. Seems that he is making the most of Simuality's low boost, and he's back in net now. Can he flick it over? He can. Is that on net? No, it is not. Almost a good flick potential there from Owedi, but can't quite make the goal. Simuality coming in yet again with another off of that almost goal by Weddy. Very good corner rotation and able to just get the goal over Weddy. Very, very nice.
Yeah, definitely good stuff. I don't think anyone else can hear me on screen, by the way, so I will ask you to take over just a tiny bit until we figure this out.
Absolutely.
Our team, though, reality is off to a fantastic start. Pretty solid to say the least with the team ball, which is already able to pull through. The ball control though, that's going to go straight to Already. Great challenge coming into Already. But he does have an open net and he's able to work with it. Unfortunately, the tower's not there. Simuality going to jump the gun just a little bit too much on that open net, sending it straight to the corner. All right, the woodwork just yet. He's going to try to shoot for top left. Unfortunately, not pulling through on that one. Starting to get people pretty good though. Simuality has everything he needs to take out game one. So that's a pretty spicy touch to say the least. He's very comfortable in front of his net. This time he does have to play the Huggy, and yeah, it's looking like Huggy is a bit of a chance right now.
He does have a bit of a chance here with 1 minute left to go in this matchup. It is 2-3. Anything can happen, especially on these kickoffs with 1v1. Get a very good potential just to come back with 2 goals in a row here, but we'll see what happens. Decent for the side of Simuality, getting the boost on kickoff and able to really make the most of this possession. Weddy coming in with a great block, though. Is he able to make something off this wall? Not quite. A Simuality able to save it in front of his own net. Weddy getting control of the ball, though. We'll see what he does with this. Able to either fake? No. He gets it over Simuality. Will he make the most of this? Yes, he will. And he is able to tie it up with 40 seconds left in the game.
Fantastic already. Just when he saw that he was out of the game, he does find a way to clutch out 2 goals in just 40 seconds left. I think that either player is in a position to close out the game. So I don't think that this is going to go to overtime. I think that both players are out for blood as we speak, and I think that one of them just wants to take it home without any of that hassle of overtime. The hassle, though, in reality, to get possession at least. And it's quite a quick hit, but unfortunately not getting the most amount of height on that. And the almost backtrack, trying to make sure they just cover the entire net. They're trying to get it on the bottom left. Unfortunately, not able to come at it, and there we go. That is the clutch coming through with now a 1 goal lead, 22 seconds left.
What did I say? I thought Weddy was going to be out to make something happen here, and yet he has. He's provided us with a comeback for 4-3 with 22 seconds left, and I don't think he's going to want to give up his position. Good kickoff from Weddy coming out here, able to rotate back to mid boost, able to control the ball in the corner, and almost getting it over on the little doink from Simuality, but Simuality able to now control. Will he be able to flick it into Weddy's net? We'll see. He's opting to dribble it, not able to make it. Good save from Weddy, and that might be the game. And yes, it is, as the ball falls to the ground. And Weddy coming out on top as our first match, our first game winner.
Everything was looking against already for that entire first game, and you couldn't really believe it that he did manage to get the clutch. Absolutely stellar stuff coming through, and I had a hard time believing that he had what it takes when he goes down. But it's all through, and I mean, the guy had a game plan, and he managed to get through with everything he needs to and get going. And the master clutch is going to be ready for the time being. Of course, we've got potentially 2 more games to go, and with how close it is, I don't even know who I consider for game 2.
It's going to be a very close matchup coming here into the Weddy and Simuality games. I believe that both don't really want to give up their position in this match, especially since either one could be knocked out for this. So, I mean, we'll see what happens for the remainder of these 2 matches that come out.
Yeah, I think that if Simeone does want to get the better of what in the upcoming games, I mean, he's going to have to make sure he puts the ball just a little bit higher, make it that much more threatening. A lot of his shots or flicks or anything that he's been going for have just been a little bit too threatening. I think that if he looking to get closer on some of his plays, I think that he might just have the edge, but any times already, it's definitely a good player to do it with all the counter attacks and making it just a little bit more awkward for Simeone on defense. I would have thought the Simuality, though, that every time I'm in near post defense, he's definitely doing a really good job. And of course, we saw that 1 goal where he just choked a little bit and gave that second goal over already.
Absolutely. Again, I think going into the second match, Simuality definitely going to have to pull out all the stops in order to make sure that he gets that match three and is not knocked out for tournament. I think that going into this match, we'll definitely have some good stuff showing for the remainder of this game, and I really think that even though this is a low tier matchup, we're going to have some good entertainment coming out of this one. Well, with that going, I believe we're having a little bit of some stream issues here, like not really coming through. We're going to match now, going down to the field as both teams are starting to join here. Simuality in, kind of waiting for a Weddy here. Again, I think we're just really trying to see what happens between these two lower tier players. And yes, it's not really the most entertaining, as our higher matches probably will be later. That is definitely one that we're going to want to watch out for. But good start here from Weddy coming into the corner on Simuality's side. Simuality able to take control of the ball. Weddy getting it back though. Back and forth here in the mid as both players trying to get it over one another. Simuality with a shot on net, not quite going to be able to make it though as Weddy kicks it away to the wall on his right side. Weddy now taking it to Simuality's corner, but kind of giving it away as Simuality is able to control the ball here and is able to get it past Weddy and dribbles it right into his net with the first goal coming in at 4 minutes and 22 seconds left by Simuality, and he is really looking for this win here.
Good stuff coming in from Simuality there. And this is going to be a deja vu of game one because Simuality did take the lead in game one. Definitely showing great prowess in what the ball control aspect of the play. You see those in the ball control already is going to be lurking in the corner. Unfortunately, not able to get enough power on target, but definitely a good play with the Labuse on the kickoff. Ball can use it off of the both players. Simuality's going to take the bite though, almost able to get it on net. So he will be able to scramble back with control and speed. And see those Simuality, I think he's doing very well now. But unfortunately, not going to make much contact on that. Or he's going to try to get the breakaway, but it's good velocity and Simuality. We'll see though. He's trying to go for the air dribble. Definitely feeling the ambition on that one, but it's good velocity coming into Simuality. Simuality once again looking for the breakaway, has plenty of room to work with it, and then unfortunately, he's not able to get the power once again on the shot. It might be a better goal already, but when he might be able to get his equalizer goal, Simuality great feed back to net. The pressure still looks fantastic for the time being, but already zero feet having to play Simuality. On your name, can you do it? Nice shot.
That was great getting it past Weddy there. He tried to make something happen with the 50 there on just about mid, but Simuality able to get it past him into the corner and just right into his net there. So we're going to probably see Simuality really try to pull ahead here at first so that Weddy may not be able to even get equalizers on this. Good start for Weddy on the kickoff, though, and he misses his attempt in the corner. Simuality able to control it yet again, and I think that's just going to be another dribble straight away with 3 goals now up with 3:15 left in the match. Simuality really looking to just pull way ahead.
Still again though, deja vu from game one, because I think that Simuality was in pretty much the exact same position, 3 goals up. You're going to see though, just still more consistency this time around because 3 minutes is a long time to go in a 1v1. Open net looking pretty juicy, but already with an unfortunate long goal, going to set him back now of 4 goals.
That is incredibly unfortunate there off of the kickoff. Looking just about good for Simuality. The block was almost there, but he just was a little bit late on that save.
Still good stuff though from Simuality. 4-0 up now. He does have one extra goal to work with compared to last game. He's going to try to also try to take big field. Not able to get the best of touches, but already does keep up really good pressure with Lobu. Also is going to be exact. Simuality not going to get the best of all shots, but can already the chance to get that lead. He's 50-50 working out great for him. Going to try to put it on target. Does take his time with it, and that's nicely done. Just to try to stop the Henderson.
Yeah, really able to pull one back there, and I don't know if we're going to be able to see a little bit of a makeup here coming into almost the latter half of the match, but as long as he is able to keep up what he just did, he should be able to at least put one or two more goals to possibly make it a little bit more even.
Definitely indeed. Got a long way to go, and oh no. So it went from like a one goal average, sorry, own goal average, which is now up to a 1.5, I think, across 2 games. Definitely might be one of the more curved players that we had on the screen. He definitely had the right idea of pulling off that side where rebound, try to set it up to the boost as well, but I think that Simuali will just enjoy that one straight to the bench, and he will just keep his lead once again at 4 goals.
Yeah, that is very, very unfortunate there. I can see what he was trying to do, but the pinch just did not want to work out with him in that one. Simuality getting a great 50 off in the midfield and able to put up one more. Going into the latter half, he is 5 goals up into this second matchup. It seems that the nerves really getting to Weddy here as we're going into these latter matches.
I think that this is where Owen is going to start to crumble. I do think that we're getting to the territory where Simuality won't be able to really lose the game anymore unless we have like some freaking major accidents with all the kickoff goals. But for the time being, Simuality is looking more consistent across the board and across various metrics. Ultimately, though, we're going to send that one straight to Eddie. Eddie is in a much poor position. He does get it. So with that said, we're back to now just a 4 goal lead. And again, Eddie is going to have to really step it up here.
Definitely, especially with 2:16 left. Anything can happen still. That is a fair amount of time for goals to be shot on, and I think that we're hopefully going to see some good stuff here come out from both Weddy and Simuality, as Simuality is going to try to keep his lead, and Weddy's desperately going to try to claw his way back to at least maybe make it even. We have some good start here coming off of both players into the midfield. Simuality again on the control. Weddy trying to take that possession away from him, and Weddy able to get it into Simuality's corner. Over him is could be an opportunity, but not, as Weddy misses and is rotating back around, stealing all the boost as he goes in order to possibly keep Simuality away from that really good control that he's been having lately into these. Opting to go into the corner. Simuality on the block, though, able to bring it back around town, and he's going to try to opt to flick it over a Weddy. Doesn't quite make it, as a nice block there, and he is just desperately trying to keep Simuality away from his net.
Yep. Once again, still looking really good though for the time being. I think with 4 goals now, it's a much bigger ask. I think that Simuality will be able to close this one out. 1 minute left. Does have the counterattack going, but Oedi with a great intercept to say the least. That's going to go straight center, looking pretty solid for the time being. Pretty dicey, though. That's going to be a big miss. I think Weddy is just prowling on the corner. Not going to get the best of 50-50s. We're going to have to see, does he get the opportunity to keep it center? The pressure looking really great, but unfortunately the touches are just not there for the time being. Simuality not going to be able to get the touch on net. That would have been the deal sealer, but I think with Weddy's backflip, it's going to give Simuality just enough time to secure the goal.
That was definitely not the play there from Weddy, as he tried to drift into his net, but was caught by the corner and just was totally off put, making Simuality able to just get the 5 goal lead here with 40 seconds left. That's a miss from Weddy coming into this last 40 seconds of the match, and I really think that this is going to be a deal sealer for Simuality here to win this second match.
Hard agree on that. I think Simuality is just looking like he's on fire right now. Of course, it's such a momentum-based series. I think both players had a lot of momentum coming into it, but Simuality had a lot of momentum coming into the first game. Of course, not towards the end, but then the second game just completely singing his own song, singing his own praises. And I think with that, it might just be looking like we're going to get a wash in game 3. I think Simuality is just looking way too confident to be kept out of it. So the first half of the game is going to be really important for the next one.
Definitely going to be a very important match here coming in for Weddy, as now the side is 1-1 going into the third match, and this is all or nothing here for both players, as this is going to decide if one or the other is going to be eliminated from the pit.
Yep. And yeah, both players definitely want to pull through, but with competition, you can only have one winner. One will have to be the loser for this one. And with the way the whole series has been going, just feels like Simuality is at like 75% and Oedi's at 20% in terms of like how much pressure is being applied. I think Oedi, though, does have the ability to make his own mark. It's going to have to be a very important first 2.5 minutes of the next game to set the tempo and set the pressure. But with Simuality, though, it just feels like he's the lead and Oedi's the follower.
At this point, I believe we are probably seeing a change in leadership as Weddy making multiple own goals for this match. It might be fairly embarrassing, especially on stream now. Again, nerves getting to Weddy as we go into this third match. So hopefully he can shake off the dust and just shine like he really should be doing as the player here.
Yeah, I think we said enough about it towards the end of the last game as Simuality was just riding all the high towards the win. I think that we just get straight into game 3, see who has it all in the tank, who can take it all. And we're just going to have to see. Game 3, it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to go one way or the other, I think. We're not going to see a very close one given how Simuality has been controlling the pace. And we're just going to go straight into the pitch for game 3 here because I'm pretty sure everyone wants to see blood. We want to see how this one concludes. And there's one thing I am going to point out because I did take the chance to look at Twitch chat. I think Oedi is a little bit involved in the stream, so he might be getting in his own head because he posted in the Twitch chat that it was a pretty embarrassing game 2 for him. And if he's getting in his own head and he's posting on Twitch chat, I think that psychologically speaking, Simuality is just going to have a huge upper hand in this if he's just constantly playing his own game.
Yeah, I really think the focus here is important, and Weddy making those comments in Twitch chat, definitely seeing where his headspace is at in terms of, the match in general and how things are going. So that is a big part of your gameplay is psychological state, and knowing that if you're bringing yourself down, your gameplay will probably be brought down with it. So hopefully he can just smack his face like we see, and really focus on this third match.
Yeah, it sounds like he needs one of those ring coaches that throws water on your face after you had a really sweaty round. I think that's definitely going to help him. And the really nice snipe coming in from Simuality. But I think the only thing that will give him the slap in the face that he needs to get going will have to be like a good lead, a good 2 or 3 goal lead just to set that momentum. Because again, we're seeing a deja vu. I'm pretty sure Simuality's taken first blood in all 3 games of the series. And I think with how Simuality's been playing, we're just not going to see that stop for the time being.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to continue as Weddy does miss the kickoff. Simuality trying to take something to the corner here, but Weddy missing the block here, and Simuality able to nicely, gently put it in. Weddy going way over that ball as it under that ball, excuse me, as we see that bounce play and 2 goals already with only just over a minute into this matchup. Weddy really needs to just buckle down, focus, and hopefully he can at least bring 1 or 2 goals back before Simuality is up even more.
Yeah, with how it's looking, especially with that big whiff in front of his net on the free ball, I do think that we're starting to see some vomit on his sweater already. That might be mom's spaghetti because it's looking really rough on Oedi. But holy smokes, he does get the counter. He does get the goal. He might have just stopped the hemorrhaging for the time being, and Oedi is just making track on making the comeback.
That is one for the ages. Yet again, only 30 seconds just about from when I said was a minute into the match. Wendy is coming back with another goal here. Good stuff from him coming out now, able to make the most of his situation there. And good kickoff coming from him as well. Able to steal the boost from Simuality going to his corner. This might be a goal potential. No, it is not. As Simuality kicks it away, but right back to Weddy's possession as he's going to try to handle it around the corner. Not quite able to get there as Simuality is going to kick it away to the midfield, but Weddy able to take control now, kind of hits it back into Simuality's corner. We'll see what comes out. Simuality back to hit it away, able to possibly take control here. Not much coming out from that, though. Good 50s coming in from both players as they're really just trying to nab control of the ball in both corners coming out here. And it is just a back and forth battle as I believe Weddy is really trying to just keep it on Simuality's side of the field.
Yeah, I have to give props to Eddie because he's doing a fantastic job of cutting off Simuality on a lot of these 50-50s or any potential control plays, but unfortunately the recoveries are just not there because there's so many times where he does have the ability to get a clean shot on net if he does get the follow-up, but the recoveries are just not quite there, meaning Simuality does get enough time to make it back to his half and have no threat on his shots. Again, good block coming through for Oedi. He does waste a lot of boost, though, in the recovery towards net. This might give Simuality the opportunity to go for the play, but a good block once again coming in. We're going to see, does Simuality turn for this? Decides not to. Good choice for sure. Oedi's going to get baited all the way into the corner with 0 boost. This might be the breakaway that Simuality's been looking for. It's going to favor him once again. Cut around the ball, maybe for the open net. Oedi is able to get in time just for now. He does get the block into the corner. Great stuff coming through. Is he able to get here for the shot? He's going to decide to go up very early. No angle, though, to be found. He's going to center, though, very aggressively in front of the net. Simuality with a great block. He's going to get the counterattack. I don't think that is going top left. That is going straight out. Oedi, once again, is he going to be there for the counterattack? He's going to go for the 50-50. 50-50, once again, heavily favoring. Does he have enough juice in the tank to get through? He does get the 0 boost aerial, and unfortunately, that's going to go straight into the top right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolute madness. It's going back and forth, and Simuality might just be the one to come out on top, but no, the post is being the savior once again. Simuality not able to get it there once again. Oedi, can you flip it out of the net? Simuality, can you score? No, it's not going in just yet.
Well, that is some excitement leading out there. I'd say that we have a game on our hands here as we are rooting for one or the other. Will we see a demo? No, but Weddy able to bump Simuality out of his own net area, and will we see the block? We see the block coming in. Good 50 from Simuality coming in here on his side of the net. Not quite able to get it out though, as Weddy constantly challenging. Is he going to get the flick? No, he's going to just let it roll off his card. This could be a chance for Simuality, but it's going to go up the wall again, as that was just a bit too hard of a touch. But Weddy missing the block. Simuality not quite getting the angle that he wants. This is just pure back and forth. I think the nerves are really getting to both of them.
Yeah, we're still in do or die. Keep in mind, game 3, winner gets to stay in the pit. The other one has to go straight home, go back to the drawing board. We're going to see, though, Oedi has been countering so many 50-50s. Unfortunately, just not able to edge it out in terms of getting the goal post or crossbar. Both have been his absolute nemesis for the last minute. He has 10 seconds left on the clock. 100 boost to his name and possession. What does Simuality do? Not able to get the counter just yet. Going to go center straight in front of the net. Simuality looking really awkward. This will be the winning play and a great block from Simuality to take it all.
That was incredibly close there, Mike. I think that we had great plays from both challengers as we see Simuality ending up coming out on top here. And for this match, I think that we had some great entertainment, even though this was a lower rank matchup.
Absolutely. I think that probably out of all the stream games that we've had, that last 1.5 minutes was probably the most exciting game I've ever casted. Post and crossbar were the absolute bane of both players. But Simuality, I think, just bribed the post that little bit harder. Probably got the PayPal from Psyonix for the post. And with that said, I think Simuality definitely deserves it, albeit I will admit that the game was a lot closer than I expected it to be. I thought that Simuality would ride the high with Game 3. But man, I already did just get my props, though, for how much of a fight that he put up in the last game.
Absolutely. I think both players definitely did make a good match here coming into this first thing, providing enough excitement definitely for this stream. And we can afford to see more as our next match coming in is KDN versus Egg. And what do you think about both of these challengers, as they are both very high ranking players in Rocket League?
I think both players are going to put it up an absolutely stellar fight. I think that both Egg and Caden are absolutely great players. We're going to have to see, though, after the commercial break, we can probably go a little bit more in depth with the predictions, but I actually want to see from Emperor Loomis what it was his verdict on the matchup. I definitely agree with you there, Emperor Loomis. That would also get my thumbs up because that was an absolutely stellar match. I just, again, can't believe how it went on for so long towards the end. Whew, I'm so happy I'm on statins because that was really bad for my blood pressure. But with that said, I think that we can cut straight to a commercial break, but don't go anywhere because Caden versus Egg is coming up right up next.
After these messages, we'll be right back. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this star-cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent revere, in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent revere, in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here.
Hi, I'm not Sarah McLaughlin, but I am a Diamond too, which means I know everything. Will you be an angel for an old fart? Every day, old farts are abused, beaten, and neglected, and they're crying out for help against solo queuing. Please, go to the Discord on your screen and join the old farts right now. By just a few clicks of effort, you can be connected to other old farts that'll help you lose just as much as before, but with the satisfaction of knowing you're not in it alone. Join now, and you'll be able to see all of our pets for free, so when you get upset, you can stare at our fuzzy wuzzies and feel better. Right now, there's an animal that needs your help, and you should care about that too. By joining our server, you say, okay, but first a little car soccer. Damn BC Canadians anyway.
In the arms of the angel, may you find some comfort here.
Welcome back, one and all, to the desk of the Gladiator Arena. What a first match that was. Both Oedi and Simuality putting up amazing shows of force. Congratulations to Simuality for coming through there at the end. Oedi, what a fight you put up, my friend. I was quite impressed with how you came back in that last one. Unfortunately, Oedi is now removed from the tournament. That is his second loss, and therefore he is eliminated. We will have his head on a pike outside of the Gladiator Arena, and viewing hours will be between 2 and 4 p.m. Eastern, donations accepted. And but we will have Simuality moving on to his next challenge in the bracket. A big shout out to everybody in chat as well. I'm seeing the subs come in. Thank you, Big Green, for the gifted subs. Always appreciate you, as well as to everybody who is joining in and enjoying the mayhem that is the pit. Before we get over to our next matchup, I do want to address we do know and are sorry for the choppiness on stream, but frankly, we haven't had our coffee yet, and all of the buttons still need to be pushed. So we're working on a couple fixes to get that done for you. But in the meantime, we hope you still are enjoying the gameplay and the casting now that we got Mike back on the mic. Yes, I just wanted to say that on air. Forgive me. But we will get to the next matchup, Caden and Egg. This is going to be the star-studded event of the day, in my opinion. These two are incredibly talented players, and you're going to want to watch for all of the mechanical ability that you can. Without further ado, I'm going to hand it back over to my casting team. Mike, Ego, take it away.
Wow, the stream is completely different now that my mic is working again, so I'm pretty excited about that. But what's even more exciting, though, is the matchup at hand. As Riff highlighted, I think that it's going to be a banger matchup. Might even be the highlight match of the evening. It's hard to say, though. But Egg versus Caden. What do you think about this one, Ego?
Honestly, I have not played with either of these challengers coming in today, so it is hard to judge one or the other. I do know, however, that at least Egg is a flying, flipping, mechanical mess. So we'll see what he pulls out today coming against KDN here. As his nickname for a moment there, at least I saw in the matchup coming for the Scrambler or the Scarmbler, as Egg is going to be scarmbled egg, not scrambled egg. I think we'll see how that works out coming into the matchup here, and hopefully we're going to get a really good turnout from both of these players.
Yeah, I think so. They're both players have very stylistically different matchups. I think that Caden will probably try to take it to the air more often than not. I think that his 50-50 game is definitely something that he's going to have to keep an eye out on, because I played against Caden quite a few times in 1v1s, and the 50-50 game on his end is a bit on the weak side sometimes. So if Egg is one of those smarter game sense players, I think that he can sniff it out that Caden does have that weak spot for the 50-50s. But again, if Caden is on fire for that aerial, it might just go 2-0 straight to him.
And we'll see what comes out from both players today, as I don't believe that anyone wants to wait any longer, so we should probably head right down to the field, as both players, I believe, are ready to go, and we are able to see who is actually going to come out on top here going into this matchup.
Yeah, I think, if I'm honest, I think Caden will be the one to take it, but it will probably be a very close game, and I think this game one will actually be all important. Setting the pace between these two players, it's going to be completely different than ranked, where you only have one game to actually take the dub. With that said, though, that's going to go straight to Caden, scrambling the egg on first blood, but again, that's just a technical misplay, and it's not going to say much for the time being.
No, I think both of these players probably still have to get warmed up a little bit as they go into their matchup. A little whiff by Egg there, but I don't believe that we'll be able to, make much of that, as it is only 6 seconds into this match. But a good kickoff initially coming in from KDN, not great from Egg, and already 2 up on the match here going into KDN, and we're seeing the Scrambler make some breakfast.
Yep, breakfast indeed. Hopefully there's some salt and pepper on that, because this is going to be a feast with how the game has been going so far. I think Caden is going to be pretty happy with a 2-0 lead for the time being. And I think that Scrambled Egg, Egg, should keep in mind that he is beating Caden to the kickoff. Make sure that he doesn't flip into the ball just a little bit too early. But a power shot coming through, crossbar down. Is Caden there able to secure it? No, good save coming in from Egg. But Egg is going to have to make sure that he wins his 50-50, because otherwise Caden is just going to have a field day, and that's going to go crossbar down. Is he able to get the secure on the goal? Not quite just yet. I do think this counterattack will probably favor Egg for the time being. He's going to be getting the demo potentially. Doomsy Dish. Is he able to secure it? Does not go wide enough on the ball, and that's not going to be able to go straight in. Caden going to be very ecstatic about that one, because that was a free goal just given away.
That was definitely a free goal given away there from KDN, but hopefully we're going to see Egg control it here going into KDN's field, going to attempt the fake, but not quite going to get the angle that he wanted, as KDN waiting, going to the ceiling here. Is he going to attempt the double? He is not, but Egg getting a fantastic 50 going out to his corner there, and able to start making a counterattack going in. A flip over KDN. Is he able to go into recover in time? No, he is not, and KDN steals the boost. Egg with pretty low boost here, 0 in fact, and he is going to take it to his own corner, and we're going to see what he's going to put up. KDN on the 50 in the ceiling, but not quite going to make a lot out of it, as Egg is going to take it back to the midfield. Is he going to be able to make the double? No, he's not. KDN going to push it away over to the right side midfield, as he's going to make a counterattack attempt, but not quite, as Egg is making some very good plays here. And as I say that, he doesn't really make a very good play here going into his net. KDN able to get over him and score a third goal with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I will give Egg the benefit of the doubt on that one. It was pretty unfortunate that he didn't send Caden straight to the ceiling off that ball, bump on the wall. Excuse me. I think that he really hammered at the idea that he was going to send him straight to the moon, but alas, that's not the case, as bumps can be quite janky on the backboard. We're going to see, though, Caden with a big beat. open net is looking pretty good for him. He has a lot of time, does get the pad as well, and that's just going to secure it. Nice 4-0 lead for Caden.
That is definitely a nice 4-0 lead for KDN as we have 3 minutes left here coming back into this first matchup. I really think Egg just needs to get warmed up to KDN's play style, and we may start to see the tides turn for now, but we'll see what happens. Egg still beating KDN to the kickoff, but we'll see how that works out for him as the match progresses.
Yeah, we're going to see. It's going to get tested on the near post. Does flip through the ball, and Scrambled Egg will just take it straight into the bottom left. And that is definitely a lot of information that you're giving your opponent there as Caden, because Caden does show a lot of weakness there on the near post. And if Egg just is more patient on some of these defensive situations, he might be able to steal boost, but he might also just be able to get a free goal like we just saw.
That is definite. As for right now, I really think that Egg has the advantage in ball control, as we've seen a lot better ball control come out from him lately. KDN trying to be a flipping mechanical master, as he is going to make a play here going back and able to just dribble it straight into Egg's net to yet again secure a 4-up goal lead.
Yeah, I think we're getting to the territory where it's just not even really looking close anymore, because while I do think Egg maybe shot himself in the foot multiple times this series, I feel like Caden is just looking way more comfortable, way more consistent. Of course, there was that one flop on the near post, but we're going to see, though. Egg is going to get tested on this play right now because his aerial play has looked insufficient for the time being. Pretty sure he has a reset. He's going to go for the musty, I think. And unfortunately, doesn't get the musty, but the crossbar down is going to be favorable. And now he's managed to stop the bleeding just for that little bit, but 3 goals is still a way to go.
Definitely here, but with these high-level players, I think yet again anything is still possible. 2 minutes and 22 seconds is a fairly long time to go in this match. So if we see Egg do what he just did multiple times over right there, I think fakes are probably going to come out a lot here, as KDN seems susceptible to some fakes here, and Egg, I think, got a reset on that one as his car touched the underneath of the ball. But we're going to see a definitely counterattack from Acadian here, trying to control it. Egg possibly making a fake challenge and able to get the 50 off into his own corner, stealing the boost and really fighting for that position here. But Acadian able to make a attack. No, he is not. Egg gets the ball off of Acadian's roof and is able to make the ceiling play. It's going in. Yes, he is going to manage to put a bandage on that scratch that Acadian made and to recover yet another goal going into 1:45 left in the match.
Yeah, we went from having a severed arm for just having a scratch that can be solved with a band-aid. 2 goals down, 1 minute 46 seconds left. That's a really big proposition change. I think that this is going to start looking way better for Egg. Egg, though, he's going to miss the boost, but he isn't getting punished just yet. Caden is going to be in really big positional advantage. I don't think he should not have gone for that mid-boost. He really should have opted for control. 50-50 win is going to be a completely open goal for Egg. I think that Caden does just get a piece of that, and I think that Egg is going to be in such a big advantageous position. Crossbar looking really generous, and I think Caden does secure the bottom right, and that will be the case. It's slowly but surely starting to get to a gash, Mr. Evo.
Yes, sir. I think that it's starting to pour out a little more blood here as we're seeing a 6-3 lead. Again, I think Egg is just getting warmed up to KDN's play style, and we should see something come out from both of these players at least soon.
I think so. Well, we could say that this is a warm-up game, but I do think that this is such an important game because when you play around, like, let's say this skill level, you do have to show quite a lot of your repertoire in order to just get a single W against a similar skilled opponent. We haven't really seen a lot of versatility yet from Egg, and Caden has probably been just that little bit more of a versatile player, a lot more versatile on the ground and a little bit more versatile in the air. Do you think, though, that if Egg connects with a lot of these shots, he still has a banger repertoire that will be almost unsavable? But I think that Caden just has the more mix-ups, which makes him more flexible in a best-of-3.
Definitely here. Again, I think KDN actually has been playing a lot more patient than Egg has coming into this latter half of the match, and I believe that's making a big difference as Egg is trying to get out as many plays and as many touches on the ball as possible, whereas KDN is playing very patient. He's waiting for his touches. He's waiting for the times where he can either power shot to control the ball, and I think that's really put him in an advantageous position.
Agree on that one. Although 3 goals down at 30 seconds, it's going to be in the realm of doable. I think at this level, it would have been much nicer to only have a 2 goal deficit. So I won't open my mouth just yet. But I do agree that Caden is probably the bit more of the patient player. I think that Egg does force the issue a little bit too hard sometimes. But I do think, though, that when Egg is forcing the issue, it just has to be a little bit more consistent on the execution. Either get himself a better recovery option or just actually put it on the net to force an awkward save. Speaking of awkward save, though, he's going to get a really nice challenge into a bottom left secure. And with 2 goals down and at 20 seconds left, it's starting to look a lot more doable.
It is definitely starting to look a lot more doable for Egg here. If he can pull off a couple more goals just like that, I believe we're going to see a tie-up with maybe, I would say, like at least 3 seconds left on the clock again. But we'll see as we go into the another kickoff here. Egg able to put a shot on target. Cadian not able to save it. And what did I say? We're going to see possibly a comeback from Egg here as he just gets a really nice snipe coming off of the kickoff.
Yeah, nice snipe it was indeed. Kyle would have been proud of that one. 13 seconds left. This is really, really doable considering the amount of time. Although with that kickoff, it's going to be a lot harder. He's going to pre-jump to get over Caden. Caden is probably going to get the boost steal here, so I don't know if Egg can take it all the way to the half with 0 boost. Messes up the flick. Caden trying to go for the demo. This is looking pretty good. Pops it over, but again, no boost to be found. Caden probably does recover on this one. Flick has to come out early, I think, and he does manage to get it, and that is going to be even Steven. 0 seconds left on the clock.
What a controlled play by Egg there, just narrowly getting the boost, and the ball is almost falling off of his car, but he is able to get it over and just into the net to save an overtime for this first game of the match.
Yeah, overtime. I mean, you did call it, Ego. I was not sure if it would happen. I was not a believer, but here we are. Reality spits in my face and says that we're getting overtime. Egg is going to get a really good control play. This first touch, it's not looking really good, though. He does fly through the ball. He's going to have to waste a lot of boost. I don't think he got the reset on that one. And Caden is just going to be very patient on this one. Backflip challenge, looking pretty golden. Egg on the retreat, though. We're going to see what does Caden do with this. I think he might go for a flick. Yeah, looking like it does hit the crossbar, though. Egg going to try to set it center for himself. It does have to shoot early, but a good bump coming in from Caden. Not going to be good enough just yet, but Egg is not able to get that one. And I think that Egg does do a pretty good job of securing the ball and getting the boost. You're going to see, though, Caden is lurking on the shadow. He's not going to pull the flip just yet, but I don't think that he has enough space to work with. Egg, how are you going to get yourself out of this one? It's looking pretty good for Caden. Caden gets the inside track. He's just going to go for the low 50-50. It's starting to look pretty good once again. Early challenge coming in from Egg. Shot going to be a bit wide, and Caden knows that. Great stuff on the read there. It's looking pretty good, though. Caden, he has the potential open net. He's going to rip the shot early, and I think that's going to be post out. No, that is post in. Caden still gets the dub in game 1.
What an exciting exchange there between our two players. Cadian, it almost looked like that was going to be post out there at the end, but no, he is able to secure that last goal. 8-7. What an amount of goals here we see coming out of just the first game in this 3-game series.
Absolutely. I think that if we're going to ask the verdict at the end of the match from Emperor Loomis, we already know that we're getting the thumbs up from Emperor Loomis for this one, just because Game 1 is doing so much work in terms of entertainment value. And I have to say, I'll give props to Egg. I did not think that he had what it takes to get that comeback going, but here we are. We went to overtime in a position that he had no business getting there. And I think that Egg definitely has Caden figured out. And so we're getting into that do or die territory. I'm pretty sure this is still considered upper bracket, so he does have another lifeline. But again, I think that we're do or die in the sense that he has to really show that he has the read on Caden, because otherwise he's going to go straight to the drawing board after this one.
Like I said, I really think that we need to see Egg learn KDN's playstyle. Yes, he is playing more patient, but we haven't seen much mechanical engineering come out from KDN in these matchups here. So we might see a little bit more of that play against Egg's style as the matches go on, but hopefully we'll see some more, flipping, flying successes from both of these high-level players coming out into this next match.
Yeah, I think so. I think that we're going to see probably a lot more confidence coming in from Egg. He's probably shown that he can do it, so he's going to play with a lot more veracity on a lot of these plays. And I do think that with that said, I don't want to make sure that these players get their hands cold. I think we just go straight to the field and we see how Game 2 will conclude, because Caden is either going to take this 2-0 or Egg is going to figure out how this matchup works. And it's going to go either way, of course, because there's only one or two ways that this can go. I think, though, I am going to give the edge still to Caden. I think he hasn't really shown us a lot of his repertoire just yet. So we're going to see. Is he going to get really cocky, or is he going to start actually showing what he has in his toolkit?
I think we're going to have to see as we're going to head down to the field now. Both players ready and willing to face off as first kickoff, a favorable kickoff for Egg here as he's able to scramble back to get the boost and is able to take a round into KDN's corner, but not a great 50 coming out from Egg there. KDN not really taking full advantage of the possession and missing his flick going into Egg's net, taking it back to KDN's corner here. Egg playing patient, waiting for KDN's touch, and is able to flick it into the midfield. Egg getting a great possession and the boost steal, but KDN coming in with a demo. Is he able to take control of the ball here, taking it up into the midfield wall? We're going to see a mechanical play here. No, he is going to opt to fake it and drop to the midfield. Egg taking possession now over, and it's touched by KDN's front bumper and into his own net.
Yeah, as if he was in a position that he had to do something there, I would call this a forced error if we want to call it that, a la tennis. I do think that he had to do something there, but yeah, Scrambled Egg is just really happy with that one, taking the lead already. I think again, Caden has to show a little bit more viciousness on a lot of these plays. Just try to go for the bottom right, but unfortunately that will hit the post. He's going to take it back, control some of the side boosts. I do think Egg has a lot of boost to work with, so he's not in a really bad position. Yeah, he's got 40. Plenty enough for the challenge. Caden going to flick it over once. He's going to put himself in a really good position. Doomsy Dish, do you have it? Do you have it in your repertoire? Ooh, he's playing it really slow on this one. That's just going to go straight to Egg, and that's going to be a thumbs down from Emperor Loomis on that one. That had to require a lot of persistence on that. Good early flick, and there we have it, the poop flip. You hate to see it if you're a KDN fan.
Oh, definitely. You hate to see that one. The early flick and with a lot of power coming out from Egg there, able to just get it over KDN and really make for a game for Egg here. I believe that'll boost his confidence quite a bit coming out of the last match. Was able to get a quick power shot, but not quite on target coming out of the pitch there. KDN, though, taking it past Egg, has no boost, but Egg, I don't believe, is able to save it in time, and that will recover at least one from KDN. 3:30 left in the match.
Yeah, this is a deja vu from last game because Egg has been showing a lot of weakness in the opponent's corners. I think that he goes for these really aggressive challenges that puts KDN in such a good position to go for the counterattack. So I think that we're going to have to see more fake challenges from Egg. Make sure that he doesn't overcommit in the corner and just allows Caden to roll it in. Speaking of rolling it in, does get the boost challenge, which is absolutely excellent, and also gets a trip on the counter. I think he has to cut it in field earlier, though, just to make sure that Caden can't contest the mid boost. But he's going to take it to the wall. We're going to see the musty. He's not going to be able to get the block just yet, and I think Caden does score this every day of the week. Yeah, he's taking a lot of time on this one. Nicely done to get the equalizer, but that was a bit of an ambitious one from Egg. I do think that the better play was just to cut aggressively into the ball earlier, make sure that Caden cannot get that mid boost for free, and then work from there. But, yep, here we are. Even Steven, 3 minutes 10 left.
That was definitely most likely an overzealous play from Scrambled Egg there, as we are seeing a little bit of aggressiveness coming out from both players. Egg getting it over to ADN and is able to start making his way. Flip reset over KDN, yes it is, and he is able to just recover that 2-goal opposition from KDN, and he is showing that he is not going to go down without a fight.
Yep, really nice flip reset coming through. We also saw that he went for a really nice ceiling shot in game 1, so the aerial prowess is there. And I think that, again, as long as his recoveries are fine, doesn't have to worry too much. Speaking of recoveries, KDN is going to get a freebie on this one. I think he's going to opt to take it for the Doomsy style. He did lose his flip, so he has to go for the block. I don't think Egg has a lot of boost to work with, so he's not in the worst of positions just yet. Back right should spawn. There we go. Does get it exactly on spawn. Calculated, as some might say. Going to try to pop it over Caden. Caden, though, gets a really good position on this ball, forcing Egg to back off. We're going to see, does Caden have what it takes to take it to the air? He's going to decide to go for infield. Is he going to be able to flick it? Low 50-50. Going to favor Egg, though. No, a good recovery, though, to try to get that one. And I think that we are seeing a lot of mind games back and forth between the two players. Egg coming out on top of that mind game, to say the least. Ooh, 40 boost for this flip reset. He does get it, I'm pretty sure. He does decide to use a second jump, and KDN looking a little bit like a fool on the near post, but good stuff coming in from Egg.
That was a great fake coming in from Egg. They're able to just get the small touch. KDN looking to possibly get that little bit of a jump into the middle of his net, but no, Egg opting to just have it roll right in, really faked out KDN there, back up on a 2-goal lead, and will this be a just straight shot from Egg? Yes, it will on the kickoff, and that is going to put him at a very advantageous position coming out with 3 goals and 2 minutes left. I believe it's still anyone's game coming into these high-level players, but that's definitely going to give a morale boost to Egg as we're going back into the pitch here, 2-5 in the favor of Egg.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that I can take the audience with us in a little bit of a journey. Oh, unfortunate top right miss, because what we have to remember is Caden, he completely flopped the first aerial play that he did of the game. Went completely wrong with the air dribble, and then since then we haven't seen him take it once. Whereas we've seen Egg, every time that he does make a mistake on the aerial play, he still believes in himself and he still believes that he can do it. So I think that for the rest of this game, Caden has pigeonholed himself into a ground playstyle because he's just decided that he's either not confident enough or he understands the risks of the aerial plays in this 1v1 matchup. But I think that if Egg can make that adaptation and just realize that Caden is probably almost never going to go for the aerial plays, that it's just going to offer a completely different dimension for what he can and can't go for.
I would agree there. I think Egg taking it to the air is going to be definitely favorable, but as I say that, the bump from KDN coming off of kickoff is just going to rocket the ball right into KDN's net, putting it yet again at a 3-goal lead for Egg. And I think the nerves are just starting to get to KDN here. I mean, he's definitely forced himself to the ground plays. He's making, his favorable 50s on kickoff are just not there, and Egg is able just to pull away goal by goal with the kickoffs that he is able to make full use of.
Yeah, agree on that one. The kickoffs also have been going immensely in the favor of Egg, and I think that Caden is technically beating him to the kickoff in terms of speed, but I think that Egg just has a really good second touch adaptation for the matchup. We're going to see that, though. He does have the potential for the open net, but a good block from Caden is going to block that. Caden, we're getting towards the do-or-die territory of this game. Good 50-50 coming in from Egg, and a really big boost win. He's going to make a turn on this one. He's going to shoot for top right. I think it's post-in? Absolutely, but that is a great shot coming in from Egg, and I think that he just sealed the deal with that one.
5 goals up with 1:11 left. I really do think that we are seeing a match 2 win from Egg here, and I think we're starting to see a turn of the tides as Egg has adapted to KDN's playstyle and is able just to make the most out of it coming into the second match, and he's yet again going to go for a 0 boost play into KDN's net. KDN not able to get back, and it looks like the scrambler is just being scrambled.
Yep. I think that I do appreciate the little bit of smack talk in the Steam name. You gotta love it. But yeah, it looks like this Egg is going to be very hard to scramble. It's looking pretty hard boiled on my end. I'm going to see, though. I think that for the rest of this game, assuming that Caden cannot get anything really going in terms of a comeback, he's going to have to really just go into the drawing board, think about what it is that he decided not to do, but also what is Egg doing that's allowing him to get the win. But I do think that Caden is more so getting into his own head, because we did see some of these really strange adaptations that he made where he just makes a few mistakes and then he decides, okay, you know what, I actually just can't do it to begin with. So, he's getting a bit in his own head, has to make sure that he doesn't actually let that happen, because Egg is the kind of person that we've seen, he just has tenacity. He just makes sure that when he makes a mistake, he's like, okay, well, you know what, I'll just do it better next time. And just because I make a mistake once doesn't mean I can't do it properly the next time. Gonna see, though, wave dash flick, really good stuff, but a nice save coming in from Caden. I think that would have just been a nice banger for Egg to get in with there, because I think that he's just been looking so good on a lot of these technical plays. Speaking of technical plays, we're going to see maybe potentially one more. Caden's going to try to go for the shot. And yeah, with 10 seconds left, there's not really much to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, because we're probably just going to go straight to a game 3 with all the momentum on Egg.
That is a definite here. Egg going to try to control it? No, not really. I believe he was trying to let KDN at least have one last shot on his net, as we see Egg being an immense winner here in the second match, and that is going to be 11 shots to 7 with 9 of them connecting. That is so interesting. Egg able to make a lot of the saves 2, as KDN yet did have 7 shots on goal, only 3 of them connecting, though. It seems that he needs to change up his game plan going into this third match if he wants to really pull out on top.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see where Caden takes us, because I think that he's shown just way too much weakness in game 2. I think that I played against him many times in ones, and when he's scrimming in a very, let's say, safe lobby that he doesn't really care about what happens, then he does show a lot of confidence in his plays and he just goes for it. But now that he's playing on stream, I think that he's changed his playstyle so much. And I would just like to see him try out 2 or 3 of those aerial plays, just see if he can actually get the goals or at least create immense amount of pressure. With that said, though, it looks like we're going to be remaking the lobby for the time being, so there is going to be a slight delay on stream, so please forgive us for that. But yeah, as I was saying, I think that Caden does just have to try it 2 or 3 times, and if it doesn't work any out of the 3 times, then just go back to the ground play and just figure it out for the next time that he has to play on stream. But I do just want to see him add that extra dimension to the gameplay, because otherwise I think that this is going to be an egg game all the way.
Oh, yes, I believe that we're going to see both players come out, try to do their best here with all of their mechanics. Especially Egg making a lot of those high-flying, really solid aerial plays going into this match 3. I think this is just going to be really, really great. A fantastic, high intensity match where we might see something like we did in match 1, where it's going to go to a overtime. Hopefully we can make that happen again. This is going to be a very back and forth, very 50 heavy intense match going into this third as we just remake this lobby here.
Yeah. It's going to be do or die for Caden. We're going to see if he's able to do it. I'm not really feeling too confident for the time being, but I think that if he does just have the stars aligned, plays like a very basic ground game where he plays a lot of the grind game, make sure he doesn't overcommit on 50-50s, maybe lets Egg overplay his hands a little bit, I think that he'll be okay. But there's one place that he has been tripping up a lot on, and that is on the back wall. So if he takes it a little bit more to the ground when he goes for challenges on the aerials, might just be a bit better. But I think it's going to be too late for him to realize that. So we're just going to see how he plays it out with the skill set that he has. And I think that everyone is in the lobby, so we can just cut straight to the field. And I don't want to keep any players' hands cold. I'm pretty sure that both players are looking pretty ferocious. So we're just going to go straight to the last game of this match and see who has it in them to take it all.
We're definitely going to see a couple good things hopefully come out from both players here as we go into this last match. This is, like I said before at the beginning of this, these are some of our highest ranking players in the server, so hopefully they'll bring out all the stops. They will just, make everything happen in this last match, because I don't think either one really wants to lose. So hopefully we'll see something great come out from both of these players going into this next match.
Yeah, gotta agree on that one. No one should take out any stops here for the last game of this match. And I think just in order to stay in the upper bracket as well, both players are going to want to ride that out as much as possible, because there's a lot of fierce competition in the upper bracket. Just to give some spoilers, Pineapple are absolutely fierce in the upper bracket. I think Booyashaka is all the way at the end of it, as he was our pit champion from almost a year ago, I think, at this point. So we're going to see, though, who's going to take it all for that upper bracket advantage. Can Caden scramble this hard-boiled egg, or is this egg just going to take it all the way to the hatching? Kickoff still looking pretty good for Egg. Oh my god, he should not have gone for that 50-50, and that's a really big win for Caden on that one. But good stuff, though, coming through. But, of course, First Blood doesn't really mean much with this matchup.
Definitely, as we've seen coming in from that first match, I think that both players have the potential to just either drag it in one direction or the other, depending on how it goes. Yet again, seeing some more favorable kickoffs from KDN now, as he's able to take more advantage of it, and I believe he is just desperate to keep control of the ball and really just keep it out of Egg's, mechanical plays, so that he can just, make way for his goals.
Yep. Big boost advantage, though, coming in for Egg. I do like that Caden was keeping a lot of pressure with low boost. but unfortunately not able to get the boost steal in the process, which is the big part. Oh, good thing he did not go for that ceiling challenge, because that would have been absolutely deadly. But Caden wasting so much boost on defense. Is he able to get the block? No, I think that would have been an excellent fake attempt there coming from Egg. Egg, though, keeping so much boost for the recovery, which is excellent, but Caden's boost management looks like is starting to crack because of the pressure of playing on stream. Ground pinch, not going to come through, though, just yet. Boost control once again favoring Caden. He's going to decide not to go for the air dribble, and this is what we saw in Game 2, where he decided not to do it after making that one fumble. Going to see, though, ceiling potentially available. It's a very tight angle to go for, to say the least. We're going to see, though. I think that the pressure is favoring Caden for the time being, but the Egg gets the boost. We're going to see. Is he able to get the ride the wave just yet? Going to decide not to flick early, so a good fake challenge there from Caden to test that one out. He's not going to be able to get the shot just yet, because great block once again coming in from Egg, and that bump is going to seal the deal in terms of not conceding, so good stuff so far from Egg.
There's definitely some good bump plays coming in here from Egg, and he's able to control the ball fairly well, even though Kadian's attempts at making his possessions go away from the net have been successful so far, but almost a shot on target from Egg, and yes, it's going to be another shot back-to-back coming off of the post play. And Kadian not able to recover in time, as that is a very well placed top left shot coming in from Egg to equalize it, coming in at 3:17 left in the match. Kickoff, we're going to see a favorable kickoff in terms of Egg yet again, still on these favorable kickoff plays. Kadian getting the ball over into Egg's corner, though, and is he able to take possession? He is. Kadian going to fake the 50 and go into a shadow play here. Nice 50 coming out from Kadian, but Egg could have a potential shot, and that's just going to bump off the wall yet again to put Egg up at a 1-goal advantage, and he is going to start feeling it now.
Yeah, really greedy 50-50 coming in from Caden. I think that he could have rided out that wave a little bit longer. He was the one that pulled the trigger, keep in mind. He started the jump and he started the flip. So that means that he initiated the 50-50 when he could have rided it. So I'm thinking that given how the momentum has made a swing after that first goal that coming in from Caden, it's looking really good for Egg, just because I feel like he's riding out the wave so much better in terms of pressure, in terms of 50, in terms of flow. And yeah, he's going to get the third goal now of the game. 2-goal advantage favoring him, and I think that this might just be the momentum that he needs to start getting that unscrambling going.
Yeah, I definitely think that he's starting to cook bacon for his breakfast barrage here going against KDN. And I think that, he just has so much more mechanical prowess in terms of his aerial plays. He has a lot better recoveries, as we've seen so far. And that's, I believe, that's been able to put him at an advantageous position going in, but Kadian able to get an immensely powerful flick going to recover one of these 2 goals that had gone uncontested from Egg.
Yep, good stuff coming in from Kadian. I think that he's slowly but surely stopping some of the misplays that are going on. But I mean, this is a bit of a deja vu, though, from all the other games where, there's a little bit of an overcommit coming from Egg in the corner, centers out infield for Caden, and Caden just kind of gets to get a free uncontested shot. Speaking of uncontested shot, that's going to go backboard. Is he going to go for the backboard read? Decides not to. Not feeling very confident on the aerials today just yet. That's going to go straight to Egg, though. I don't really like that 50-50 block attempt. Egg, he's going to try to flick it over. Great near post coverage coming in from Caden. And this time, Egg is not going to concede off a counterattack just yet. We're going to see, though. Egg is going to go for the aerial play. Musty potentially in the making, but he does have a free shot because Caden goes for the really greedy boost steal. Post, though, very favorable towards Caden. Just coming out scot-free with that one. That was almost a demo off the backflip attempt on the challenge. And Caden wasting so much boost on that demo attempt, but does get good on that one. And that is going to be an equalizer and a really crucial point in this game.
What an equalizer it is as well, and that demo coming out from Caden really is what he needed, and that is definitely going to be something that he's going to boost his own morale going into the latter half of this match. As Egg is now going to need to pull out whatever he has left in order to make sure that he keeps his position as the leading goal maker in these matchups so far.
Yeah, he's still leading the tempo and leading a lot of the pressure games. I do think he made a few misplays here and there. We're going to see, though, Caden does get a bump on the backboard. Egg with a really fantastic recovery. Tries to go for this ground double tap. Definitely like to see it, but an overcommit from Egg does give an opening to Caden. I don't think Caden misses, though. That looks like it is going clean bottom left. Nicely done to get the lead once again. And we're coming down to the wire here, ladies and gentlemen. We've only got 1 minute left, but we have a goal lead coming in from Caden.
That is definitely going to be something that Egg is going to need to look out for as we're going into a minute left into this matchup. Is Egg going to pull out all the stops? Is KDN going to miss it? Is he going to be declared the scrambler? But we'll see, as it's going to almost make a pitch play going into KDN's net, but not quite. Egg able to control it into KDN's midfield. Getting the boost is KDN in his own corner, able to control it, possibly going up for an aerial, but opting to take it yet again down to the ground. And Egg is able to make the save going to KDN's midfield and is able to shoot it to equalize it with 40 seconds left. We might see another overtime coming out from this if both players keep their defense at their maximums.
Yep. Egg did a really good job of figuring out how Caden was going to play out that one. I think he had a really good feeling on when Caden would go for the flick there. And he's going to go for the slow kickoff. We haven't seen one of these all series, but Caden does get a huge favorable boost pickup. It's going to go center. I don't think it's scoreable just yet. The boost is going to be crucial here. Not getting demoed as well. He's going to get the counterattack, though. Caden overplaying his hand, and that's going to be a 1-goal lead with 30 seconds left on the clock. Can Egg take it all right here, right now?
I definitely think that KDN was a little bit overzealous there, wasn't able to quite make the recovery back to his net, and Egg just getting a free shot on goal there. He must be feeling really good about that one back on the pitch. We're going to see Egg come out on top yet again for the 50-50 in midfield, but are we going to see him take it up? Possible potential, Musty? No, he's just going to take it far to his side, steal KDN's boost, really leaving him with nothing to work with here as he's going to force him to the ground. And a favorable 50 coming out from KDN here. He has to make something happen. 7 seconds left. What are we going to see? Fake coming out from KDN. Could be the one, could do it. He's going to dribble it in. No, is it going to be over? It's almost going to hit the ground. Egg hitting it off of KDN's car to take the lead and take the game.
Yeah, I did not really see it go that way. I'm pretty sure I did make the prediction for Caden at the start of the match, but as we saw more and more of the gameplay, I think it was absolutely deserved that Egg took the W. Just the way more versatile player, more dimensions, more different angles of attacks. I think that Egg, though, did such a great job of adapting to Caden's playstyle, because you could just tell that the timings that Egg was pulling out on some of these challenges, that he just had a feel of what was happening. So he was really living under his opponent's skin, and I think that adaptation was just the name of the game, and we saw that Egg was the one that was hard-boiled and was not getting scrambled just yet.
Definitely. I think he had a great showing there in game 2 with a 9-3 goal lead, showing a lot of his mechanical prowess and definitely keeping up his aerial plays over KDN, who was opting for the ground plays. There was a lot of good control there to make the to make some of those goals happen. Definitely a good one to come out there. So I think with that being said, KDN is going to move down to our losers bracket here, and I think it is definitely he's going to have to try to recover if he wants to make his way back up.
Yep, agree with that one. I think that we're going to have to see, though, the verdict from Emperor Loomis. What is your opinion on this bloodbath? Double thumbs up. The Emperor is pleased, ladies and gentlemen. You like to see it. If he is very happy that he gives the 2 thumbs up, then you know that it was an exceptional bloodbath here on the stream. And I think with that said, we are making our way slowly but surely towards the last matchup of the evening. It's going to be a really exciting one because Claude's one of the relatively new members of the server, has been making a name for himself. He is an absolute menace in the private matches, occasionally hits up people in the duel, so a lot of people kind of know what this guy is capable of bringing to the table. But with that said, I'm going to send it straight back to Riff Raff.
Welcome back, one and all. You have been watching an insane matchup between Egg and Caden there. Caden, so sorry to see you go down in that one, but you still have another chance in this double elimination tournament. Good luck to you the rest of the way through the lower bracket. You definitely have your work cut out for you. Humpty Dumpty sat up on his wall and did not get pushed off this round. Well done, Egg, for staying alive. And we are excited for the last matchup of the day as well. But I will want to make a little correction. Claudes is not in the third matchup. I have to double check my notes here. We want to see exactly who's coming up next. It is going to be, oh, I'm in the wrong screen. See, this is my old self not being prepared. It's going to be Caped Baldy versus Pineappler. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think Cape Baldy won his. Yes, they both did win their previous match. These are two winners of their previous round one matchups. So another situation of who is going to take their first loss of this series. Before we get to that, though, we want to, shout out to our sponsors and have a quick ad break. And we hope to see you back right after that. So stick around for more Old Farts fun.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Do you want to get better at Rocket League? Well, do you? You better contact Pantless Panda. He's going to teach you everything you need to know to stop losing. Miss an easy shot, rotate, back post. Blow a 50, rotate, back post. Easy aerial, the miss an open net, rotate, back post. More rotations, so you're fighting your teammates. Rotate, back post. Marriage issues, rotate, back post. If the ball is on this side, this is the back post. If the ball is on this side, this is the back post.
The middle is not the back post!
So get over to Old Arts Coaching and ask for Pantless Panda.
Yep. Hey, Loomis. Don't. Okay. Yep. Hey, Loomis. Seriously, don't do it, Ruba. Fine. Hey, Loomis. I will cut you. When's the draft?
Well, if you just caught it, you actually do know when the draft is. Yes, it is happening this coming Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. It is going to be a wild day of all of the teams in the newly minted Season 8 of the Rocket League Old Farts in-house 3v3 league taken care of, the super serious big-time league, if you will. We will have plenty of entertainment for you on that stream as well. So stick around, mark it in your calendars, and get ready for the wildness that will occur. But we have more wildness, I'm sure that's actually a word, to come today. So without further ado, let's get ready for our third matchup of the day. And I'm going to kick it back over to our casters, Mike and Ego, for the call.
Last match, ladies and gentlemen, coming right at you. And if you've got an exciting one, and we're just going to pretend that that little oopsie did not happen right before there. It is actually Caped Baldy versus Pineappler. And man, when we saw Pineappler play on stream the last time, that was a really exciting one.
That was a very good match coming out from Pineappler, so we know a little bit of him, but I'm not actually too sure. I haven't played with Cape Baldy that much. Have you had the opportunity to play with him at all? And if you have, what would you say is his strong points, anything that can be improved on? So what do you think?
Well, I'm pretty sure that with Cape Baldy, that when he puts on the Octane, instead of playing with some weird longer hitbox card, that he actually just incredibly makes a big increase in skill level. So that's definitely something you want to keep a lookout for. But yeah, I think Cape Baldy in his matchup against Big G did do a really good job of making adaptations, and I think that He's going to have to show a lot of prowess on the kickoff because I think that the kickoff is going to be a really, really big point of contention for this matchup because we've got Pineappler, who has a very good, solid speed flip kickoff, and then we have Kate Baldy, who has a flip into the ball on the kickoff. And if you've ever watched Johnny Boy's channel, then you know how much he hates that, and I will probably also join on that one. So if he can make some adaptations for the second hit on the kickoff, then we're not going to see too much of a bloodbath for Pineappler. But yeah, other than that, I think we just go straight into the predictions before we get our way into the game. What do you think about this one, Ego?
You know, knowing both of these players, I really think that we're going to see some stuff. I see a lot of predictions coming in for Kate Baldy here. Seeing both of the players, kind of Rocket League trackers, and seeing how their overall ranks go, I would probably set it in more favor of Cape. You know what? I'm going to settle for Pineapple here because just by his rank alone, I think we're going to see some good things coming out from him, and hopefully we're going to see yet again another fairly close matchup as these two players are close in rank in both of their 1s, 2s, and 3s game.
Yeah, I do think the matchup will be fairly close, but I think the kickoff is going to give the edge for me to say Pineappler as well. I think that Pineappler is maybe going to mess up one or two of the kickoffs, but as soon as he figures out that Kate Baldy doesn't have a kickoff where he can actually flip, recover, and then jump into the ball, that it's going to create a lot of headache, and the person who has the speed flip has a lot of control of how these interactions will go. And I think that we're just going to have to see how this game 1 is going to go. I'm honestly thinking, though, that this might even just be a 2-0, but there is, of course, a lot of room to make adaptations on the kickoff, and I'm just really eager to see how both players will do it on this one.
Definitely, and with that, I don't think we may not want to keep our predictions waiting any longer, as Pineapple got a huge boost here, and we're going to go down to the field as both players have joined and are ready to stick it out between one another, and we're going to get off to kickoff here.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. Kate Baldy rocking the Puerto Rican flag. You gotta love it when you show some rep from where you come from. Kickoff, though, looking good, and this is not one of these wacky flip into the ball kickoffs that we saw. He actually just did a clean recovery and recovered on that one. But we're gonna see, though. He does get the boost steal. Pineapple not getting a crucial demo, though. That was a really, really janky bump attempt, but I think that the demo would have just given him first blood. Aerial, looking pretty good for Pineapple. Pineapple, though, is just going to take it across to the side. Control of the boost and the ball now, favoring Kate Baldy. He's going to pop it once. He's going to decide to wait on this one. Does flick it past Pineappler, and that's a great first blood coming in from Kate Baldy.
That is a very patient, very nice first blood coming in from him. Pineapple a little is overzealous on trying to get the save, but Kate Baldy able to quickly get it past him and just score, and that's going to put his morale fairly high coming into this first match. Going back onto the pitch, we're seeing a favorable 50 coming out from Pineapple here as he's going to take it into Kate Baldy's net. Yes, he is. And he is going to stick it right back to him and just equalize it right off of kickoff. Again, Baldy not able to quite get there as quickly as he would probably like, and just Pineapple making a very nice return.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what we've seen a lot from his series. I think it was against Claudes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe that's where I got the whole Claudes idea from. But we saw Kate Baldy win a kickoff, so maybe my prediction is just starting to look a little bit silly. But I think Kate Baldy does have an adaptation for getting second touch on it. And as long as his shots are this good on open nets, you know, that he's going to be able to counteract some of the pain that might come through. But as we see, Pineapple does have stick drift in his name, so we're going to see how much that actually does affect it. And there we go. That's the flip into the ball and the kickoff that I was talking about. That's the one that if you know what you're doing, you can make an adaptation. But we're going to start seeing some of the stuff that he's been doing against Big G when he was playing on stream a few weeks ago. Lots of weird bounce dribble setups where he's a college junior. Shot is off, though, but a great read on that rebound, giving it an even Steven on the side of Pineappler.
I think we're really going to see a very even match here come out from both players. It is really back and forth as both sides are just equalizing over and over again, and I really think we're going to have a very, very close match, which is going to be a very entertaining one coming out from our last match of the day.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of back and forth. I think it was a bit of an unfortunate missed open net from the side of Pineappler because we've seen that Kate Baldy secured every single open net that he's gone for so far. Doesn't miss this one, though, so, you know, no harm, no foul just yet. But I do like it that Pineappler is mixing up the tempo on the challenges, not always going for a rush challenge, but then throwing out the rush challenge when he thinks that Kate Baldy will at least expect it. And so this is just something that Kate Baldy's going to have to keep a lookout for.
It is definitely something I believe Pineapple is starting to play a little bit more patient, be a little bit more aware of Cape Baldy's tactics, and going into this last match, I really think that he is probably going to try to do everything he can in order to just play to the best of his ability.
I think so as well. We're seeing a lot of back and forth, though. I was expecting it to be a little bit more lopsided towards the side of Pineappler. Early flick, though, looking pretty good, though. That's going to put him in a very awkward position. That is Pineappler. Shot also coming through. He's going to be put on the wrong side of the ball. Kate Baldy not able to get control off the bump, but that is an opening there for Pineappler. 50-50, not sending it to the net just yet. He's going to maybe go for the ball there, but a great demo coming in from Kate Baldy. It all depends. Which side of the ball does he spawns? He wins the coin flip, though, and Kate Baldy tilt challenge going for that one. Pineappler taking his time on the open net. And that's what you hate to see if you're a Kate Baldy fan, that your opponent wins the coin flip on the respawn.
That is definitely an awkward one, as we've seen a couple of those come in today, both last match with Egg coming in on a nice coin flip for the save from KDN, and now with Pineappler coming in with another coin flip for the save with Cape Baldy, and I think it's going to look tough coming from Baldy to really come back from a 2-goal deficit here, as we're seeing Pineapple keep very good control of the ball, and as I say that, keeps wonderful control with a great aerial into Cape Baldy's net to give him up a 3-goal lead now. Cape Baldy definitely going to have a hard time coming back from this one.
Yeah, it's starting to look like Pineappler is getting warm on this one. I guess one thing that we can say for Cape Baldy, though, is that he knows that he has to respect Pineappler on these wall shots, because when he went for that mid boost when Pineappler had the open net, he should have known, okay, I cannot go for this. That is a bit of a throwback, I think, to the first series with Oedi and Simuality. It was a little bit of a fumble on the near post. Of course, he did have to do something there, but he did oversteer it and then unable to get the bounce there, so we'll just mentally wipe that off from our memory, our collective memory, and just make sure that Cape Baldy doesn't have to think about that one too hard. But with a 4-goal lead, though, at 2.5 minutes, it's starting to look tougher. And here we go, the Pineappler adaptation on the kickoff, heavily favoring him. I did think he should have gone for the open net there, but hindsight is, of course, 20/20. He's going to flick it past Baldy, though. I don't think Baldy has a lot of resources to work with. This is going to be a good position, though, for Pineappler. Could take it to the skies. Air dribble bump, potentially inbound. He's trying to do it, but unfortunately not popping the ball just yet. It's starting to look pretty good, though, for Cape Baldy as he gets the 50-50 and pinches it off the car. Good stuff to try to make the comeback.
That is definitely one that is needed, and we did see a little bit of trash talk coming out from Pineappler here in chat, as he said, who turned the wind on for that last little kind of nervous goal that came out from Cape Baldy. So seeing a little bit of banter coming out from both of these players, but Baldy able to recover 2 goals in a row, now 1 off of kickoff here to make it 4-6, 2-goal lead now coming back up from Pineapple. But that's just another part of the battle. Is he going to be able to recover even more, or will he falter and kind of just stay at that 2-goal deficit? Well, we'll see here. Coming back on kickoff in favor of Pineapple, as he does get the boost steal. Pineapple able to control the ball coming out to Baldy's midfield. He's going to go for the fake, but Baldy's going to get a great 50 going back into the midfield into Pineappler's side. Is he going to be able to flick it over? He is. Will he get it? He will, back in to Pineappler's left side of the goal, and it's just going to be a comeback starting from Cape Baldy here, as we've now seen 3 goals be uncontested back to back to back.
Yeah, 3 goals uncontested indeed, because what should have been a Pineappler runaway is now just a potential equalizer angle for the side of Cape Baldy. You're going to see, though, he's going to take it towards the air, but I don't think he has shown a lot of aerial prowess in both the matchup versus Big G and the one that we've seen right now. Good block, though, for Pineappler, but he does not use the flip to push himself forward, so that's going to give Cape Baldy an advantage on the challenge. Cape Baldy going to keep it forward. Pineappler may be forced to challenge this early, but Cape Baldy, actually not realizing how much boost Pineappler had, now puts himself in a really bad position. Open net is available if he wants to take the shot, but alas, he goes for the flick. Cape Baldy's going to rip a shot towards target. I think that this is an easy save for Pineappler. He's going to fake him off, though, and I think he's going to try to go for an early shot just to create some pressure. Mid boost is going to be his avenue back into the game, but we're going to see, how does Cape Baldy get himself out of this one? 1 goal down, really good position to work with. Great job popping it over towards the other side, but great block though from Pineappler to counteract that just for the time being. And I think that Pineappler though is starting to slow down on this one because he's deciding not to press the issue too hard. And I think with that said, we're just going to ride it out and see how this goes.
Yeah, I definitely think that Pineapple are now starting to play a little bit more patient, starting to kind of want to wind the clock down, but he goes for a shot and is able to flick it over Kate Baldy's head to put him back up to yet again a 2-goal lead, and that will might possibly secure him the win if he keeps playing like he does. He's playing, like I said, more patient, definitely more into the 50s and wanting to get more favorable ones in order to really wind that clock down going into 40 seconds left. On the kickoff, we're seeing a more favorable kickoff coming out from Baldy here, but Pineapple able to stall for time and able to get his back corner boost. Baldy going to the air, but Pineapple able to get the block. No, he's not. Just so close on able to getting it out of his own net, but unfortunately is not able to get there in time. The shadow play, great recovery from Pineapple there, able to slide down his net with ease, but just not fast enough.
Yeah, and that is just one button to potentially throw the lead. You did not have to double jump, and he could have kept his flip to try to get the save, but Pineapple, though, just keeping this very interesting for us, the audience, make sure that we do get a very nice even game. Tries to go for the pinch there. Very respectable attempt, but Cape Baldy, though, overplaying the backwards challenge, and I think that that Pineapple might just have what it takes now to seal the deal.
All right, for this first game in this matchup, I believe we're probably going to see a Pineapple game coming into the and into this first 6 to 8, 14 seconds left. Still able to do something. We did see that one last first game versus KDN and Egg. It was a little bit higher match, yes, but I believe that it could go either way. Although 7 seconds left, it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case.
Yeah,
Kate Baldy,
that's GG.
that is definitely going to be yeah, that is not going to be able to be recovered from Cape Baldy. We're going to see Pineapple take it here as he's going to try for one last one. Can't quite stick it though. But good game coming out from both sides. It was fairly even throughout that entire match, but Pineapple just able to come out on top, and that'll put him in a good position going into the rest of these games.
I think so too, Ego, because I think that Pineapple hasn't showed a lot of his hand compared to what he showed in the first matchup that he had on stream. I think that, honestly, if I'm being completely honest here, because I was really excited with Pineapple's debut game on stream, I think we're only seeing Pineapple play at like 60 or 50%. He has so much more in the tank if he wants to show it, but I think that he's maybe just not very confident in some of the technical plays that he was going for on the other time on stream, so, he might just be waiting out for it towards the upper stages of the tournament. And I think that we're just going to have to see where he takes it for the rest of this game. But I do think that Cape Baldy has done a pretty good job of adapting his kickoff, where sometimes he slows the tempo down or he speeds it up a little bit, keeps Pineapple guessing, and that's where we've seen some of those kickoff goals that kept him in the match.
I believe so, yes. He does have the ability to stay in the match to, really probably keep us entertained as well. The back and forth coming from both players really, really able to, keep us in the loop, keep us in the audience, just going and hyped up. And I think both of these players will just give us some really good things going forward into these last two matches. Pineapple, though, in chat currently, saying, "I got you, BB," to Riff Raff's cheers. So we're probably going to see him be in a really good mental state going into these next couple of games, and I don't think we want to keep the audience waiting any longer, so why don't we just head on right down to the field where both of these players can show us what they have.
Yeah, agree with that one on Ego. We're going to see potentially Pineapple take it all. Kate Baldy make some ridiculous adaptations. I think that where we've seen that Kate Baldy has gotten so much value for his money was when he was going for a lot of those bounce dribble setups, keeping Pineapple guessing on the timings. But otherwise, I think that we're just going to see Pineapple take it all just because he's a little bit more versatile. We've actually seen him go for some aerial plays, which I think Cape Baldy only went for one air dribble in that entire 5-minute game. Although kickoff favoring Pineappler. He's going to flick early. Good job from Cape Baldy to force out that one just yet, but that's going to go straight to Pineappler. Backboard read available. He's going to try for the top right, not able to secure it, but bottom right absolutely will be, and that's going to be first blood going out to Pineappler.
That was definitely some nice control coming from Pineappler here on the kickoff. He actually faked the kickoff, and like you said before, we haven't seen too much of that, but it might start to work in favor of Pineappler when those come around, because he did get really good control coming out of it. But Kate Baldy getting it now, able to possibly get something off the kickoff. No, does get the boost though. Pineappler looking in a little bit of a sticky situation with only 9 boost now off of the 23, but able to recover with that mid boost, kind of faking Baldy out here, seeing what he goes for. Good 50 coming out though, is able to steal the corner. Kate Baldy with control now going into Pineapple's territory, but is not able to grab the corner boost and is fairly low here. Pineapple probably able to control it back into his side. Yes, he is, and he's going to go for the aerial play here, really demonstrating, wanting to show his aerial moves. He's probably been practicing these since last time. As you know, as the tournament goes here, we're going to need to see players compete at a higher level in order to really stay relevant going forward.
Yep, agree. I still think that we haven't seen a lot because Pineappler is he's just playing a little bit weak on some of these aerials. Could put a little bit more juice on it. And I think you heard me on stream because he's being pretty active on stream as we speak. And there we go. That's going to be a nice equalizer for Kate Baldy. But Pineappler does seem like he's a bit of a crowd pleaser. And I mean, who doesn't want to please Riff Raff if I'm completely honest? But yeah, I think that Pineappler is maybe just playing a little bit weaker than he normally is. But he might just start ramping it up when he gets Riff Raff's heart.
I definitely think that Riff has an ability to put people's hearts in the right place, and I believe we're going to see that with Pineapple here, as he definitely doesn't want to let him down. Possibly aerial bump play, not able to quite get it though, and we're going to see some aggressive plays probably start to come out from Pineapple as he wants to recover that equalizer that Kate Baldy has just put against him, and he will, as he flicks it very nicely in the top middle of Kate Baldy's net, securing him a now 1-goal lead.
Yeah, it's definitely looking pretty good though on the challenges. I think that his conversions on some of the open nets could just be a little bit sharper, but either way, when he controls the ball and he has a space that he needs to work with, Pineappler is looking pretty good right now, leaving a bit of a sour aftertaste in the side of Kate Baldy. Good control though coming for the time being. Kate Baldy might rush the issue on this one, but air dribble not going to go anywhere just yet. Kate Baldy, good response in return. You're going to have to see, though. Is he going to go for the challenge on this one? Ceiling shot might have been taken on his own, and I definitely respect the attempt, but it was a very all-in play for the side of Kate Baldy, but 2-goal deficit is going to start looking pretty spicy.
Indeed, and Pineappler coming out with a little bit of BM there with going on his roof to secure the 2-up goal, and that might start to get to Baldy. Like we were talking about in that first game, the psychological prowess of both players is necessary in order to keep their game up, and it might be starting to get to Baldy here in this second game, as we're seeing him fall a little bit behind, not really able to make too many plays coming out from him. Pineapple yet again going for another aerial attempt, isn't able to get the bump. Baldy with a nice save, going to be able to come back on the counter attack, going into midfield. He's going to take it across to cut, not going to be able to quite get it. Nice save from Pineappler going into his corner, and the counter attacks are coming back on both sides. Let's see what's going on here. Pineapple will flick it over, and he's going to be another forced own goal into Kate Baldy's car, as that's going to put him at a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, you hate to see it. I think that we're averaging 1 own goal per game on the side of Kate Baldy. Of course, not the end of the world. We're going to have to see, though, how he deals with some of the pressure that's starting to mount. I think that Pineappler is showing a lot of versatility. He does take it to the sky sometimes. Oh my word, what a vicious bump coming in. Kate Baldy with a great recovery as well. Although if he does take too long, that's going to go straight into his net. And I think I may have cursed him a little bit. I like the recovery, but I think Kate Baldy thought that he had a lot of time to go for the boost. And yeah, that's a little bit of an unfortunate one. But alas, that is going to be a 4-goal lead now for the side of Pineappler.
That is going to be a 4-goal lead now, and Kate Baldy coming in with a little bit of banter as he says, "Get out of my heat." And that is apparently Pineapple got out of his heat, gave him space, and Cape Baldy able to pull back at least one goal with 2 minutes left in the game. Hopefully this will be a little bit of a motivation booster for him, and we will see him possibly start to make some better plays to come back in this second match.
Yeah, I think with the amount of heat that Baldy is starting to bring, I think that we might just see the Pineapple get pasteurized. Although, as I say that, the 50-50 is going to heavily favor Pineapple, and I think that Pineapple was styling a little bit on that open net. Shame on you, young man. Can't go around doing that on stream, because I think he took so much time on the flick, and it looked like he wanted to style like we saw with some of the other ones. As I say that, though, double tap looking pretty good for the time being. Cape Baldy with an opening. If he gets a pad on the recovery, he easily has what it takes to get the open net, but nonetheless, though, the flips and the power slide working out very nicely, but Pineapple, I'm not that is definitely a deserved goal swing because he took so much time on that open net, and Cape Baldy going to be very ecstatic about that one.
Indeed, if he can't pull it out in this match, he is going to be eliminated from the eliminated from the winners bracket of the tournament. So we're going to see him yet again pull off a kickoff goal. Pineapple going for the fake, but really not what he wanted. He's able to pull it up to a 4-5, and we're seeing a comeback from Cape Baldy here. Even so, I think after this, he definitely, if he wasn't already a hater, he definitely won't like pineapple on his pizza after this is over.
Absolutely not. And Pineapple, though, I think he might be starting to get in his own head a little bit because we're seeing a lot of these overly technical and complicated plays, like a squishy save on a low play that Cape Baldy's going for. As I say that, though, open net may be available. Demo on the ground, not able to come through. Pineapple counts the stars lucky because that would have been an easy equalizer if it was the case that Cape Baldy got the demo. Flick early, looking really good for Pineapple. He hasn't missed these all series, so he shouldn't be missing it now. And there we go, back to a 2-goal lead. Pineapple probably in a way better headspace for the time being. We're gonna have to see, though. He still has 50 seconds left on the clock.
There is still 50 seconds, and there is still time for Cape Baldy to come back. We did see a 3-goal uncontested lead coming in from Cape Baldy. Pineapple often opting to go for the fake kickoffs and not able to get the save in his own net. Will he be able to get it? Yes, he will, and that'll put him right back up from Pineapple's goal. Missing the aerial there, coming off of the save on his net. Cape Baldy able to put it on target, and they're just keeping us on our toes for this one.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the things I mean with overcomplicating the game. I feel like that he overcomplicated the aerial on the backboard there. Of course, it's anyone can whiff it at any skill level, but it feels like there was so much thought going into it, whereas all he has to do is just hit it to the corner and just work from there. 50-50, though, looking really good for the side of Cape Baldy. Gets good control. He's going to try to go for bottom right. I think he fakes him out even. And there we go. The Cape Baldy back to even Steven. 6-6 in the last 24 seconds. And I think that Pineapple might have just gotten into his head too much because he's giving so much real estate now to Cape Baldy on a lot of these challenges.
Well, you know what they say, it's free real estate around here, and, I think that's going to definitely put Pineapple in a position to start to sweat, as we're going to want to see. Is he going to want to see, oh god, the demo coming out from Cape Baldy there. He's going to want to really just try to get back into this game as quickly as possible. So we might start to see some overzealous plays here, but it might go to overtime as it almost into Pineapple's net, but not quite. He's going to control it, going to be power shot to the far right, not quite going to get there, though it's staying up, and it is going to drop to the ground as Baldy puts it there in order to initiate the overtime kickoff. In the favor of Pineapple, though, will this just go straight into the net? No, it will not, as Baldy says, no thank you, I'm not going to have it ruined by this. And he's going to start faking here. It's going to be over Baldy. What's going to happen? He's going to get stuck on him, and Pineapple is going to come out on top in game 2.
That is such an unfortunate way to lose, and if I'm the kind of person that would have to pin it to one single decision off that kickoff, it was when he jumped into the ball when it was flying straight towards his net. I think that if he decided to just drive into it and not mess up his recovery with the ball recoil, that he would have maybe at least had an angle to work with for 50-50, but as soon as he did that, that sealed the deal for Pineapple, where Pineapple got possession and he got the corner boost, and from there, it was just easy pickings.
Absolutely. I think that is going to do it for these two. And Pineapple is going to move on, stay in our winners bracket, and Kate Baldy will have to drop down to our losers bracket. But we will see him again in the losers bracket, hopefully winning more as time goes on. Uh, and I really think both players played amazing today in this last match. I really, really do. And it is going to be very fun to see what Pineapple has coming into these later matches, into the later brackets. And it is definitely hopefully he's going to show us some good things. And Baldy, you definitely don't like pineapple on your pizza right now.
Absolutely. I think the Pineappler, again, he didn't show us what he was fully capable of because that debut match that he had on stream was an absolute banger. Way more consistency on the aerial and way more confidence as well. So I think that when Pineappler comes back next time, he might be a little bit more refreshing. He might be something that you'd like to put in your drink, and that's where he's going to like absolutely tear on stream. But for it is for what it is for the time being. I think that Pineappler can't be unhappy with taking a 2-0 win on stream. And I think that he's just going to ride the wave next time and just be easygoing.
Definitely. Hopefully, we'll see some good stuff come out from Kate Baldy. Maybe redeem himself coming into the losers bracket. But for now, we're going to have this has been a very, very good couple of games. Even our first lower tier match from Owedi and Simuality coming out with some great entertainment here. KDN and Egg putting up some really great stuff as we're seeing their high tier gameplay. And like I said, this last match just showing us some good stuff overall. Really, really close, really nice mechanics coming out from all players on all sides, and really some good stuff all around today.
Yeah, as we're going to round up, though, we do need to ask the all-important question, though. Emperor Loomis, what is your verdict? Up or down?
Shh.
Oh my. Emperor
Oh.
Loomis, he thought it could have been a little bit more interesting, so I think that Pineappler maybe just has to listen also what I said, maybe just put a little bit more gas in the tank and really go hard on a lot of these plays. But yeah, if you can't please Emperor Loomis, then maybe next time you're going to get fed to the lions, so be careful with that one, Pineappler. But I think with that said, though, we're going to go back towards the desk. I want to thank Ego as my co-host, and I want to thank everyone in the audience for joining us, and we're going to probably see you in the next one.
Well, thank you, Mike and Ego, for casting today's matches. Loomis, a little unimpressed. I don't know how you can be meh about that one, because that last goal, I have to go through it because the game winner there was such a mind play of jumping once, faking the touch, jumping twice, getting the little boop over his head. It was such a good goal. I loved it. Thank you, Pineappler. I was not betting my fart coins at all on you. Don't read Twitch chat at all. Nobody looked there. But well done, Pineappler, for your win, staying in the winner's bracket. Kate Baldy, you do have another chance in the lower bracket as well. And we're going to have more pit action coming to you in another 2 weeks as we go to round 3. The field is getting smaller. More eliminations are happening. There are going to be fewer competitors. You are going to want to stick around to see exactly how it all plays out, because at the end of the pit, the winner, the one who takes the top spot, still has to face off against last pit tournament's winner, Booyah Shaka, and that is going to be a title match for the ages. So what I will say is now we're going to give actually a couple things before I give Loomis his last thoughts. Number one, we are going to be heading over to a friendly stream. I believe we're going to be looking at Savant Cyclops, who should be live at the moment. We're going to raid our buddy over there. He's a member of the server and a member of the pit tournament as well. He was on stream last week here, so hopefully we'll jump over to him after this stream concludes. But before that, I want to give a very, very big thank you to the team running this production. Big thank you to everyone in Twitch chat for hanging around with us. we're going to be live again this coming Saturday. Actually, sneak peek, we're going to be live Thursday night. There is a community event in the works for Thursday evening. So if you want to play with some old farts, some Rocket League games, we're still determining what the format's going to be. But if you want to play with us, join the Discord server. That's !Discord in Twitch chat, or discord.gg/RLOldFarts. Follow us on Twitter for any updates that go out. And then next Saturday, this coming Saturday, is going to be our draft for Season 8. So big doings all around the Discord server coming up. And without further ado, I will let Loomis have the last word. Loomis, your thoughts on today's stream, and then take us home.
Shh.